Hey everybody, what's going on? So, in the past few weeks I've been talking about my bad eyesight, my legal blindness. Now, the one thing I haven't really talked about is, you guys are probably wondering, some of you may be wondering, well, if this guy is legally blind, how exactly is he making short films and videos on YouTube in the first place? Well, here's the video for that. So in my video, the one I talk about accepting my blindness, I mentioned that I have to take a few extra steps in order to make films and videos because, well, just because I can't see very well. Now, what are these steps? I'm going to highlight some of them starting now. I don't know what else to say. I don't know how else to segue into that. Now, when I'm filming, I have to, of course, look at the screen on the back of my camera. The thing is, because the numbers kind of get tiny a little bit, I have to lean in a little bit. Still, I mean, it's not that big of an inconvenience. The problem for me happens to be when I'm focusing. Now, the good news for me is that the software that I use to film my videos called Magic Lantern has this nice little zoom in feature where you just press this button and this little window pops up. That rectangle, that window, will turn green whenever something's in focus. So the thing is, that takes a lot of guesswork out of me. As soon as that rectangle turns green, I know, bang, in focus right there. And you may be wondering, well, why don't you just turn the screen around for your camera and just look at yourself right there? That's the thing, my camera doesn't have a screen that turns around. What happens is that I have to go into this long process of focusing, going back and forth, walking back and forth to the camera. I made a video talking about that, so if you want to check that process out, right over here. Now, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you're gonna notice that I have a lack of exterior daylight. Outdoor shots. And this is basically because, well, I have trouble seeing in the daylight. When the sky is overcast, everything looks kind of foggy and misty, not because of the clouds, just because the light dissipates all over. Like if I'm walking down the street, it just looks like a big fog. When it's direct sunlight, a cloudless day, I can see better, but the problem is when I have my camera screen on, I still have to like just, do this to properly see, even if I have the screen at full brightness. So this clip is from a collab that I did with Jessa J a couple of years ago, and well, the shot may look fine, but the thing is, I couldn't really see the top and bottom of the frame, and I was just like, okay, well, here's the lines of the parking lot, and I was trying to frame everything properly, but trying to cut my hands over the camera. Okay, this kind of looks good. I kind of have an idea where it is. I'm gonna go out and walk. Now, contrast this when I'm in a darkened room or a darkened area. Let's say I have one light just lighting everything, or a couple lights lighting everything. Most of the set is going to be dark, and I have to really watch out for not tripping over cables or, the mic stand or light stands or even my tripod, which I've done a couple times already, or I think it's been more than a couple times. Those are the more obvious things. Let me give you a better example here. So I have one light here and one light here. I may not be able to see where the camera is, especially if it's dark, if it's night. This is where I put an old school, yes, iPod Nano. I just put a rubber band around it and just put it on top of the camera. Very high-tech solution here. So what that does is the light from the screen actually is a guide point for me, because I'm not looking at the screen directly, but what it tells me is that, okay, the lens is a couple inches, 2-3 inches below that, so look there. I can't really see much right now, I just see a bunch of blobs. The only reason why I know the camera's right there is because there's a dark blob right in front of me being backlit by the window. That's how I know the camera's there. When it comes to editing, it's a little bit more interesting. Here, let me show you. I think it's better to show than tell. So this might look a little jarring, a little inconvenienced, a little, what the heck is this? This is my normal. This is what I'm used to seeing when I'm editing, and it really, if I would go back to the old-fashioned way of editing, it would be very jarring for me. I have to zoom in because a lot of the numbers there, a lot of the sliders there, a lot of the settings there have tiny font. It's so normal for me that, well, when I go online, when I go on social media, just when I use my computer, I have to zoom in. So when I'm on YouTube, I sometimes zoom in quite a bit too. Also, Final Cut Pro, YouTube, Twitter, thank you for having dark mode. If you had a white interface, my eyes would be hurting. Facebook, Instagram, Mac OS, come on. So those are some of the hacks that I have to do to make life easier for me to edit and film and stuff like that. Now, I'm wondering, you don't have to be visually impaired or anything like that, but do you happen to have a special setting, a certain setting that you turn on when you're editing, when you're filming, that makes life easier for you? Let me know in the comments below, because that'd be really interesting. I might be able to maybe adapt something that you use for my own needs as well. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next video. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, hey, my name is Juan. Welcome to JC5 Productions. I'm a legally blind filmmaker, and I make videos like this. I make a lot of videos where I tell stories. A lot of them are short films, a lot of them are comedy sketches. I recently made a trailer. It's over here, or just go to my main channel page. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next video. I will talk to you later.